Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. It's James from Dells Paintbrush again, and some of you may have remembered a few months ago I got a whole load of Betrayal at Calth and Burning Prospero models and stuff, and I said I was going to start a 30k force. And my original plan was to do salamanders, because I love the background of the salamanders. The model for Vulcan is absolutely fantastic. But because I have had so much commission work tail end of last year, beginning of this year, I was never going to get a chance to do anything like that. So when I had a couple of weeks break while I'm waiting for the next commission to arrive, I thought I'm going to get these done. Then I thought to myself, what Legion is going to be the quickest and probably most enjoyable for me to paint and play when I eventually get around to playing some 30k? And the answer is obvious. The answer is before you. The answer is Iron Warriors. Now this force here roughly comes to about 2,500 points, but that's using the using the current red book. But I've just bought the Legion specific red book, so the points cost is going to change because I'm going to add some Iron Warrior specific stuff going on in there. Like for instance, my Praetor here is actually going to be a Warsmith, so he's going to be 35 points more extra because he has a servo arm and a few other bits and bobs. I've also got another 20 Mark III Marines to build and paint. They're going to be a couple of Havoc squads and maybe one other squad, I don't know which yet, or a 5-man squad that I can just tack on to another one of these two tactical squads here to make it a 15-man squad. But we'll come to that later on. So without further ado, let's have a look at some of these models. I'll run you through what they are first. These are Cataphractii Terminator Armour, Mark III Tactical Marines, Mark III's Tactical Support Squad. They're all armed with melter guns. With the Rhino, that squad is just shy of 400 points. But 10 melter guns, you can't say no to 10 melter guns. Veteran Tactical Squad, with a few bits in there. Tartarus Pattern Terminator Armour, which is fantastic. They can sweeping advance, they're faster. They're good for chasing up after assaults and taking positions and objectives. This guy here, he's going to be my Praevian. There's going to be another video on what he's going to be walking around with coming up soon. I said this guy is my Praetor or Warsmith. We've got 2 Rhinos, a Vindicator, and over there we've got a Contemptor Dreadnought Talon, which consists of 3 Contemptor Dreadnoughts. As you can see, the Vindicator and 2 Rhinos are 40k models. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to fork out the 50 odd quid for Vindicator and 35–40 pounds for a Rhino, when you can go to somewhere Dark Sphere or Triple Helix, get a Vindicator for like just shy of 30 quid and Rhinos for 20 quid. I'm not going to do that. I'm a wargamer on a budget, I can't afford that. Anyway, so let's check out some of these models. Let's start with the Warsmith. This is the Betrayal at Calth Cataphractii Terminator Captain. All I've done is put a Cataphractii Power Sword Arm, changed it to a Thunder Hammer, added a couple of Mechanicum bits I've got left over from the Mechanicum stuff I've been doing. There you go, you've got yourself a Warsmith. You've got some Cataphractii. Now these are all from Betrayal at Calth. I've tried to make them look a bit grubby, with the dust coming up from the Mars type world that's going on there. This guy's the Sergeant. His grenade harness. Although I think this guy should be the Sergeant, because he's pointing, and pointing models are always Sergeants. Now we'll just look at the Praevian. And this is the Chaplain model from Betrayal at Calth. Again, I've added a Thunder Hammer instead of the Crozius. The more Mechanicum bits I've stuck on there to represent a few bits that the Pravian has, like a Cortex controller and what have you. And the head there is a servitor head from the Cataphren servitors. Now we've got these Tartarus pattern. Now these guys are brilliant. I love these models. That one with a Reaper autocannon. This is a Sergeant with his Volkite charger. I put some green glowy things on there because basically Volkites are ray guns and ray guns should all be green. And then we'll just show you this guy here because I like the chevron pattern I've done on this Power Fist. So they're all Tartarus pattern. Now these guys, we have a Veteran Sergeant, Plasma Pistol Power Sword, and the Squad Vixelae, which basically re-rolls leadership tests, which is very handy because these guys are 30k. Focus. They don't have fear like normal Space Marines. So these guys can actually run off the board. This is the other Veteran Sergeant for the other tactical squad. And the other Vexilla, or Vixelae, I can't remember what they're called. Now I've left all the shoulder pads, well most of the shoulder pads blank on those ones. Focus! Because I'm going to get the Forge World transfer sheet and use that. So I've got this Rhino here. As you can see, I've done a lot of weathering, chipping and soot stains. Same on this one. Now to get the straight yellow lines, I got hold of some Revell model masking tape. But you could use normal masking tape, you just got to be careful because it could spoil the paintwork. Or you could buy frog tape. Frog tape is fantastic stuff. Now I've had to use 40k transfers on these. Again, I used the tape on the front of the seed shield. By the way, in 30k, these guys don't get seed shields. They only have dozer blades, which is a touch annoying. We've got the Veteran Sergeant for the Veteran Tactical Squad. Focus. There we go. With his Thunder Hammer. Right guys, sorry about that. There was a knock on the door, so I had to stop recording. Where was I? Oh yeah, Veteran Tactical Squad. Now with the Veteran Tactical Squad, all the members of the squad can have power weapons. But I thought that was a bit excessive, so I did one with a really dynamic pose. If you can see the veteran squads, I've given them gold face plates, and all of them have got the hazard stripes. We've got the plasma gunner. There's two of these in there. You can have two plasma guns if you have a full 10-man squad, or two flamers, or two melt guns, or two whatever special weapon you have. And we've got the sergeant for the tactical support squad, melter gun. The discoloration on the melter barrels is basically just a graduation of washes, so it's Druichi Violet and Reichler Fleshshade right at the end to give you the scorched effect. And then last but not least, the Contemptor Talon. This is the first one. He's got his Power Fist with his Combi Bolter and his Multi-Melter. We've got the second one with loads of chevrons and two Multi-Melters. Again, these are all Betrayal of Calth. And this is one I made up not long ago. Some more chevrons. It's got two Carey's pattern assault cannon. And what I did, you just cut there with a razor saw, spin it round, because the shoulder mounting is symmetrical. So if you want to have a double weapon like this with the plastic contemptors, you build it, cut it with a razor saw, I would recommend you get a razor saw for this. Don't use a scalpel. And again, I cut a razor saw. So I used a razor saw to cut in the torso, just to twist it, and then glued it back on, just to give it a little bit more, of a dynamic pose, so to speak. So there you go, guys. That is, whoa, focus. That is my roughly 2,500 point Iron Warriors 30k army. As I said, I've got a couple more units to build and paint, and there'll be a video on one of the units specifically coming up very soon. So as usual, guys, do the YouTubey stuff, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and